Hey beautiful people, it's Rickita and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about Hyundai and how they had to pay that $19 million for their bad credit reporting. Like I tell you guys all the time that we do have rights. We have to definitely stick together when it comes down to our FCRA, FDCPA rights, because we have the right to make sure that these companies are reporting what they need to report on our credit reports, make sure that they're reporting something that's 100% accurate, 100% complete also too, because if you guys have errors on your credit reports, those are the different things that's going to give you a lower credit score. It's going to make it harder for you to get new credit cards. You're going to get denied for credit cards, and if they approve you, they're going to most likely give you a higher interest rate. They're going to charge you that higher interest rate. So I don't want them to do that, and I don't want you guys to just sit here and accept different things when it come down to this. So let me show you this article that I seen. Now, it was published back in July, but I did see that some people were complaining about them having errors to their credit reports, and they don't understand that they can just fix that. You can send a simple letter in and let them know that information is inaccurate, and then send your complaint in to the CFPB to show that it's inaccurate, and they can possibly remove that from your credit reports. They're supposed to remove it from their credit reports. But since something like this happened, like when you see something like this happen, it may be something that you want to actually send a letter in to get that removed. Whatever is wrong in your credit report, or like an account like this, if you want to get it removed fully, or you can get it removed fully from your credit reports, or sometimes you can get that error fixed, whatever it is. Now, when you get those error fixed, your credit score should go up. So I definitely want to talk about the different things here, and hopefully this helped you guys. So Hyundai, what they were doing was they were repeatedly providing inaccurate information to the Nationwide, which is TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian credit reporting agencies, and they were failing to take proper measures to address inaccurate information once it was identified. Now, this was from 2016 to 2020. Um, I can't even say 2020. I can't even get this together. It's from 2016 to 2020. I'm so used to saying 2020 instead of 2020. I'm used to saying 2020. But these are for errors that they were reporting back then. So they have 4 years of straight reporting to people credit reports, you guys. And what was happening probably was that people were complaining, but they weren't actually fixing it. So we had the CFPB. They were fine that they found that they were that they used manual and outdated systems, processes, and procedures to furnish credit reporting information, which led to widespread inaccuracies. So when you guys have inaccurate information in your credit reports, don't forget, those are the different things that can stop you from getting a house, stop you from getting a car, and you have the right to dispute that with the credit bureaus. Now, I have a free letter that I always give you guys. If you guys want to go and check right now, you can go ahead and check and find it. It's on my website, All Things Rickita. You can send that letter in to remove like accounts that have inaccuracies on your credit reports. Because when you guys have these inaccuracies, like I said, it's going to be harder for you guys to get approved for different loans and different credit cards. I am actually doing my live events. You guys are going to see them most likely on Fridays, where I'm going to teach you guys 5 ways to increase your credit score 60 points in 60 days. Now, I'm doing this because you guys are going to see more stuff like this happening, and I want you guys to be ahead of it, because even though we see all of these different things happening, you guys are not going to get money from this. They're going to pay fines and fees, but they're going to pay that to the CFPB. You're not going to actually get that a lot of times. So I'm going to teach you guys how to increase your credit score. And one of the things for increasing your credit score is to remove those inaccuracies on your credit reports. And I don't care if it's a negative account and you really want to get it removed anyway. I'm going to teach you how to remove those negative items that's inaccurate. Because if you look on your credit reports, honestly, majority of your accounts are probably inaccurate. Something on there is wrong. Something on there is wrong. So I want to teach you how to remove the negative accounts that's on there, because you technically have the right to remove them accounts from your credit reports. So yeah, they have negative information placed on the credit reports at no fault of their own too. That's the biggest thing. It's nothing that they actually did. It was wrong information. We seen that with Equifax also, when they had some information out there that they shouldn't have had out there. It was giving out the wrong scores. But in total, CFPB found that they are furnished accurate information more than 8.7 million instances on more than 2.2 million consumer accounts during that period. That is a long time for them to do it for 4 years. And that's a lot of people that was affected by it. Imagine all of the people that couldn't get the house that they wanted, could get the car that they wanted, and all this time they're disputing to try to get this stuff removed. This is ridiculous. So they order requires the Hyundai to take steps in the future to prevent these different things, and they are to pay more than 19 million dollars. So that is really big. But again, we got to see where this is going to. And then they're going to pay $13.2 million. And that's going to be to the people that was actually affected by it. And then $6 million in civil penalty money. So again, you guys, these different things are happening, and even if they don't tell you guys that it's happening and you don't see companies getting in trouble, what you have to do is, and we're going to do it together, like I said too, when I teach you guys how to increase your credit score 60 points in 60 days, we have to figure out what the problem is and we have to address it. So I want to make sure that you guys learn these different areas, and we have to stick together when it comes down to these different things, because if you have an account that's on your credit report and it's inaccurate, if you point it out to them and you let them know that it's inaccurate, they have to fix it at that time or they have to delete it. If they refuse to fix it and delete it, and you still fix it or delete it and you're still having problems, you could technically sue them. You want to get an attorney? I'm not an attorney, but you have rights, you guys. You could technically sue them, but it's steps that you have to make sure you take before you can actually sue them. But if you guys are having major problems, like I see a lot of people can't get houses, you can't get cars, you can't do a lot of things. Even me personally, when I dealt with companies, which is the reason why I'm even teaching you guys about this, because I went through it. When you guys are having those different things, it affects your life so much. So that's why I decided we are in a recession. We're going deeper into a recession. I need to make sure I'm available more for you guys. I want to be able to talk with you guys, because I just remember how much like my parents was affected by the recession, and then how much them being affected us as kids, or young adults too, how much it affected us, and how during that time when you're a young adult and you're going through a recession, you don't think it's a way that you can get a leg up, or it's something that you can do to even get better. So I am making sure I have this live event for you guys to teach you guys how to increase your credit score 60 points in 60 days. Hopefully you all will be there, because when you guys learn how to increase your credit score, you guys keep these basic things that you have to do. It's 5 simple things that you have to do. You just need to know how to do them and then follow the rules on doing it. Once you learn that, you're not going to have the problem with having bad debt. And you can see right here, somebody, their points put up 113 points, and they was technically in 400s, and look, at one time 113 points, now they at 602. Come at the live event, join me, let us figure out what you have to do to increase your credit score, and let's just go from there. But make sure, if you guys were to have problems or you had problems with this account, let me know. Like I said, I have the free letter that you guys can send in, and I'm going to show you guys that letter at the webinar also. And hopefully you guys you guys are going to use it so that you guys can work on your credit. But I'll see you guys in the next video, or I'll see you guys at my live event. Bye-bye.